The Art of Living Lightly. Irene stood in her kitchen, the morning sun casting long shadows across a counter buried under mail, grocery lists, and a calendar that looked like a puzzle with missing pieces. For Irene, the modern world felt like a loud radio she couldn't quite tune. Science tells us that the average adult makes 35,000 decisions a day, and by 9 a.m., Irene felt she had used up half of them. She sighed, her thumb hovering over her phone, wondering if there was a way to turn the noise into music. On her screen, a soft, amber glow appeared. This was Aura, a digital assistant Irene had recently welcomed into her life. Aura wasn't a person, but a bridge to all the world's information, designed to listen and learn her preferences. "Good morning, Irene," the screen pulsed gently. "Shall we clear the path today?" Irene felt a small spark of hope. AI assistants don't just know things. They process patterns at lightning speed, acting as a cognitive bicycle for the mind. Aura began by sorting the tangles. Irene mentioned she had a doctor's appointment, a niece's birthday, and a leaking faucet. Using a method similar to the Eisenhower matrix, Aura categorized these into urgent and important. It didn't just list them. It suggested a route that passed the hardware store and the bakery in one go. Irene realized that leveraging AI wasn't about doing more. It was about removing the friction of planning so she could breathe. Later, Irene faced the blank page problem. She needed to write a delicate email to her neighbor about a shared fence. The words felt stuck in her throat. Aura didn't write it for her, but offered 3 different starting flavors. One polite, one direct, and one humorous. This is the collaborative spark. AI excels at overcoming the initial inertia of creativity. By providing a draft, Aura allowed Irene to focus on the heart of the message rather than the struggle of the first sentence. By mid-afternoon, the "What's for dinner?" cloud loomed. Irene had half a bag of spinach, some chickpeas, and a lemon. Aura instantly cross-referenced thousands of culinary combinations to suggest a Mediterranean stew. Historically, humans have always used tools to augment their survival, from the first sharpened stones to the steam engine. Today, our tools just happen to know how to cook a mean chickpea curry. While the stew simmered, Irene asked Aura about the history of her neighborhood. Aura didn't just give her facts. It told her a story about the old oak trees and the blacksmith who once lived on the corner. This is the Socratic shift. Instead of searching for a needle in a haystack of websites, Irene was having a conversation with the library itself. Knowledge was no longer a chore to find, it was a gift to receive. As the sun began to set, Irene reflected on the history of automation. Humans have always sought helping hands, from the water wheel to the washing machine. Each leap wasn't about replacing the human, but about freeing the human from the mundane. Aura was simply the newest hand in a long line of assistants, designed to carry the heavy buckets of data so Irene could carry the flowers. The house was quiet, the tasks were done, and the to-do list was finally a done list. Because Aura had handled the logistics, the emails, and the meal plan, Irene found she had gained a, quote, golden hour. She picked up her sketchbook, a hobby she hadn't touched in years. The AI hadn't taken her place. It had cleared a space for her to be herself again. Routine joy wasn't found in the chores, but in the freedom that followed them.